permanent fixture in this Leeward Islands 11. Jeremiah Louie will continue from this the Sir Curtly Ambrose end.
Slashed over cover for 4.
Shot. In this Leeward Islands setup.
Lovely shot by Brown. Got on top of it and punched it into the cover area. Second boundary for Jamaica. He comes bounding away from the Dr. Sir and the Roberts end to Brown, who's growing in confidence, and he squeezes that beautifully, squared a wicket for 4. Half volley, put away nicely. Campbell slashes that for 4.
Again.
Motoring on to 37 with outlaws. Archibald to Campbell. Campbell is squeezing it. Square. Will get a boundary. 4 runs. Beautiful shot. Good timing there from the Jamaica Scorpions captain. Slashes it to cover for 4. 50 to John Campbell. He doesn't even move. Roots, full toss. Now the president of Bethesda Cricket Club. A boundary.
Outside off attack, but see, once again, John Campbell just simply moves across his stumps and sweeps that backward of square for 4. O'Shane Thomas down there at fine leg. Looks like he's done himself a bit of damage.
This one's area, but a bit too high for the man at Durham. Seems to be a bit close there in that position as well. Tall man, didn't end up jumping or going for that catch. Not sure if he picked it up. Seemed like he picked it up quite late. Nonetheless, another boundary to Campbell. He's into the 70s. Easy paced pitch.
That's dragged into the onside through mid-wickets. And it's gone all the way, so he's second 6 of the innings. Johnny Campbell moves on to 79.
Yeah, and it's...
So Archibald into McKenzie. That one's up on his toes, cracks that through the cover region, rolling out towards the boundary. And Kadeem Henry stopped that.
I think he did.
Just got it before it crossed the line.
And that's what we're going to see throughout this day as well. Long chases. Apparently it got to the boundary, signaled by Gregory Brathwaite.
I think he flicked it, no, rolled
back onto, he did get there.
Yeah, it flicked it back onto the rope.
It's important these Scorpions batters run every run as hard as possible, though. Just get the impression that he could change things here. He's the man in which they need a change, but not yet.
Beautifully. On day 1, especially after inserting the opposition.
2 slips go down as Louie starts wide of Hayden Walsh and down to the 3rd man boundary for 4. The captain has just not been patient today. Too many changes in the field. Now we have 3. Is he?
Either that or he's just trying to keep himself awake.
Okay. Needs to be more than awake right now.
Definitely. Louis into McKenzie down the leg side. There's an appeal and he's been given. He's been stranded down the leg side. McKenzie's not happy. He didn't feel he touched that at all. Hamilton went up and so did the umpire's finger. So Jeremiah Louis strangles Kirk McKenzie down the leg side, and finally Leewards have something to cheer about.
So the umpire, Gregory Brathwaite.
Walsh Jr. just with the slip, Cornwall at slip. He's into Campbell. Campbell's back cross and cracks that high over mid-wicket into the boundary for 4. He picked that one up very quickly. Quick on his feet there. Dropped down by Hayden Walsh Jr.
Campbell first scored 100 under the professional setup in a extra cover, mid-wicket, mid-off, Long on. Mid-wicket. Campbell drives
There
past
it
Watts.
is.
100 to Campbell. What a knock. He
Excellent.
lost the toss this morning and quickly came into his reckoning. Johnny Campbell registering his sixth first-class 100 under the professional setup and his first for the season. What a knock by the young man. He holds Jermaine Blackwood, two partners. They would have dominated youth cricket, played for the West Indies under 19, 124 balls, 10 fours, 2 sixes, a strike rate of 80.65. John Campbell scores 100 in round 2 at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium. What a knock, Terry.
Yeah, wonderful knock there by Johnny Campbell. He took it to the...
And maybe force Johnny Campbell to do something else different.
Yeah, most definitely, especially this partnership. Well cut there by Campbell into the boundary. Backward point, 4 runs. Too short again by Hayden Walsh Jr. Yeah, they've certainly looked for every opportunity for a run. Campbell back on strike. And that is clobbered straight over. Extra cover.
He's waiting for the final signal. I think it's gone 1 bounce. I think it's 4 runs. Yeah.
Yep. Confirmed now. 4 more to Johnny Campbell. Disdainfully put that over cover.
Every time they're flighted.
Every time they
Either
pitched out.
Cornwall or, in fact, we saw even when Colin Archibald was bowling, he was willing to advance to the bowlers, which means that he's in good nick. So far, 183 for 2, 46 overs bowled.
Yeah, he's moved on to 106. And a short fine leg. Short leg. Short mid-wicket. Oh, and that's close, that's close, that's out.
That is a poor shot by Jermaine Blackwood.
Big Jim
It
strikes.
didn't bounce. It didn't get up.
And he didn't pick the length of that one.
199 for 3 on the stroke.
Of tea.
Almost. I think they're going to maybe take this one. Let's wait and let's get a replay here, Terry. Archibald starts his 12th, not for 48 with 1 maiden. Campbell hits this one down the ground.
6.
It's gone all the way over long off for 6. Again, in this day, he's going to be out caught. Finally. So he mistimed that one.
Seemed like he had enough, really.
Yes, and he was just saying to Brad Barnes that he sort of rolled his wrist on that one and he mistimed it. And just as Mally said, for the first time, the ball not coming out of his bat that much, lost his shape there, Mally. You could see that the head went up into the air, leaning edge, and a good catch there by Kadim Henry.
Yeah, just seems to want to smash Colin Archibald out of the attack more than anything. That's
Beautiful shot. That's a lovely on drive down the ground for 4. That will give Brad Barnes some confidence.
It's probably the shot of the day, to be
Easily.
honest.
That was well played.
It's in his area.
And the undrive is a very hard shot to play, Mali, but he posed for the camera.
With a high elbow.
He would enjoy that.
Good head position. Allowed that ball to come all the way into him. As he said, that shot in particular should give him a lot of confidence. So he said he's looking quite organized, quite a compact defense.
And put some pressure on them. Except Leewards are now chasing leather, as you would say.
That one's turned. It's turned.
It's a beauty.
And Hayden Walsh, will he turn this innings for the Leewards Hurricanes here? An absolute beauty, as you said. The pace is what's so key on this delivery. Just turned off a length. We saw one in the previous over. Just turn and bounce. This one, turn and bounce once again to the diminutive Beckton. Just a little low in his defense. Takes the edge. Goes through to Hamilton. So he takes a good catch after grassing one earlier on this morning. Tara playing for the West Indies Academy. Zishan Matara.
Let me give you, yes, he has 4 overs, no maidens, 14 runs, no wicket. Joshua Bishop, 16 overs, 1 maiden, 49 runs, 1 wicket. McKinney Clark, 7 naught, 38 naught.
I think he just missed a massive 6 there, Vern. deposited into the upper deck by O'Dean Smith. And I think you got the reason as to why they pushed the man back just a bit too full.
Thank you.
As we said, he's so strong.
Listen, you got to bowl the ball into the surface.
You're right. But I'm just saying this is why. I'm not saying it's the right decision, but
You got to bowl the ball into the surface.
just needs to miss hit one here. We see, I'm still trying to find the ball. It was hit quite sweetly.
We're talking about the combined campuses and colleges, Mali. They're putting up a good fight so far. 264 for 5 of 83 overs.
As we see someone's little fan club there. I'm not quite sure who they're here to see, but good to see the ladies out enjoying the cricket.
You're talking about Elaine. Oh, okay.
This is a different set. I'm not quite sure. These
You never know.
These are here for someone.
Somebody. Young cricket fans. They're certainly enjoying themselves. Could be Joel Andrew. He's a star boy.
Yeah,
Or Casey Carty. You never know.
could be.
Going again.
Back-to-back sixes. This one's even bigger.
It's taking a liking to Hayden Walsh. In fact, he's called for his Jamaica's hat. So it means that he's going to be there for a long time.
To be fair, I did know that this was the way O'Dean Smith is going to play. This is how he plays generally, regardless of format. He's going to go hard. But it presents an opportunity here for the Leewards as well. As he said, for Hayden Walsh, his margin for error has just gotten a bit smaller with O'Dean Smith at the crease.
Because I think he's trying to flight rather than bowl the ball into the surface flatter, faster.
And as we said, the Leewards with an opportunity here to bowl Jamaica out under 300. So after back-to-back sixes, Hayden Walsh responds. He picks up his second.
And you recognize Mali, he played down the wrong line.
He did. Just got maybe a little ahead of himself, O'Dean Smith. You know, he's going to go hard. But in this format of the game, you've got to exhibit a good defense.
You have to.
Alongside the attacking strokes that you play. That's what the foundation is built on.
And that's why Brad Barnes has looked so positive in his defense.
Yeah, that's an innings of a finisher in T20
or T10.
or T10, looking to back at the back end of an innings. Yeah, you've come out and hit 2 sixes. Yeah, thank you very much. You've scored 12 there, or you got 17 in 10 deliveries. Your strike rate looks amazing, but it hasn't necessarily had the impact on the game that you would want.
Especially with the platform laid by Campbell.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't
It's being
afford
squandered at this stage.
At this stage, you can't afford to get away like that.
This is why we were saying, can you imagine just if they were bowled out under 300 here, especially with the start that they would have got? Are they going to take a drink? They are taking a drink. We're going to take a break as well here in the action and join us back in 5 minutes or so when we resume.
Late on day one here at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium. Cornwall again, and this time traditional sweep shot, makes good connection, backward a square, 4 runs. So another good shot, but badly lined again by Cornwall. And swept beautifully by a roll into the boundary for 4. He advances this time and heaves that high, wide, handsome all the way out of the ground for 6. Over long on by Javier Royal. Good shot. He advanced. Got to the pitch of the delivery. Went straight through with the shot. That's a big boundary out there, but he cleared it by miles. He moves on to 14. As Jamaica hone in on 300. And that's swept again as appealed by Cornwall, and he's given him.
He seemed very much surprised.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again.
The good thing about it is that we're not down there. Umpire Gregory Brathwaite. He's out leg before.
I nearly hit him in the midriff.
Pretty interesting.
He was down for the sweep.
Down for the count.
Yeah, he's still having a conversation with Cornwall. Cornwall says, on your bike, son. Umpire says you're out. Just looking at it again, it did hit him in the midriff. Had a look of that. But the umpire says he was adjacent. So Jamaica Scorpions lose their 7th.
Leewards, they have to finish strong. This game is not over by a long shot yet. New ball taken.
Big appeal, and he's given. Louie was confident. He didn't really get the stride forward. Caught more on the crease.
Yeah, I think he walked across that one, Gordon Bryan. He missed a straight one. Hit him on the left pad. As we look back at the replay there, Louie was celebrating. Yeah, he got
Straight
himself
away.
into a problem. Yes, he was.
Played
Good decision
around
by
it.
the umpire.
He got width there, and he threw everything at it. Flew over the gully region into the boundary for 4, and that's Brad Barnes' first class half century, and the 300 comes up for the Jamaica Scorpions.
So 110 balls with 3 fours. Brad Barnes, you'll remember that for a long time, Terry.
Most definitely. Louie into Mindley. Mindley just simply pushes it straight into the hands of Mikhail Louie, Jeremiah's brother, at short extra cover. And the 9th wicket falls. Mindley goes for 2. Jamaica Scorpions 306 for 9, and Jeremiah Louie picks up his 3rd. He's now got figures of 13 overs, 3 for 35. A very simple dismissal, that one.
Very simple. Just too simple and all. But so the new ball is born success for the Leeward Islands. Mikhail Louie.
So Mindley trudges off,
Think this might be the end of it.
and it looks like they're going to call stumps.
Or they declared. Which one?
I think it was the umpires, because Barnes was waiting out there, so I don't think it was a declaration. I think it was the umpires that have called the lights
So
after 88 overs for the day.
So after 88 overs, the Jamaica Scorpions, 306 for 9, the man of the moment, John Campbell, the Jamaica Scorpions captain, 126 over. I'll just give you, we regret any confusion or misunderstanding this may have caused, and remain committed to ensuring accuracy and fairness. Here is Brad Barnes hoisting Louie. It's gone all the way for 6. Expansive drive there from Louie. Expansive drive from Brad Barnes. Louie just floating up a half volley, and Barnes just showing his white ball skills. Kept his shape. Nice high elbow, and smacked that over long off for 6. Who would have been inserted would be very satisfied that they're getting closer to 350, 375.
This is lobbed straight back to O'Shane Thomas, takes the catch, and finally he gets one on line.
And what I like about that is that Brad Barnes didn't blame him. He applauded him for his effort. And I'm going to make sure that I pencil that name, Brad Barnes, to have a look at him going forward. Just look at him, Terry.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean,
think
the ball just got big on him.
Outside of that, he was batting outside his leg stump as well.
He was batting outside his leg, so it cramped him for room. But he did